Good afternoon. My name is Waso Brian, and in this short presentation, I'm going to talk about a solar PV system. We'll begin with the introduction, and in the introduction, we would like to define what is a solar photovoltaic system. It simply refers to an interconnection of various photovoltaic components which converts energy from the sun into electrical energy. In simple terms, it is a system that produces electricity from the sunlight. In the next section, we look at the components of a solar PV system. And the first component is the solar panels, or we also call them the photovoltaic modules. The second component, we talk of the battery. Then number 3, we talk of the charge controller. The fourth component in a solar PV system is the inverter. Then we have the loads as the fifth one, and the connecting cables and other safety devices. These are the accessories. After that, now we go to the next section where we look at how you interconnect your solar system. So in this figure 1 below, you can see that we have a solar panel which is connected to the charge controller. So the power from the solar panel is fed to the charge controller. Then this one helps us to monitor and control how a battery is charged. Then the DC loads are connected also to the charge controller. And then for AC loads are connected via the inverter to the charge controller. So this is the simple or schematic diagram of how a solar PV system is interconnected. In our next section, we look at the functions of each component, and we'll start with the first one, which is the solar panels. Its major function is to convert solar energy to electricity. Then the second component is the charge controller. This device acts as a regulator that monitors and controls the charging and the discharge process of the battery. Thus, it protects or prevents overcharge in any way. Then the third component is the battery. Its function is to store the electrical charge from the solar panels so that it can be used at night when there is no sunlight. Then the fourth component is the inverter. Its main function is to convert DC voltage to AC voltage to power AC loads. Then the final component are the loads. This refers to all AC or DC appliances connected to the system. Then our next section, we look at the applications of solar PV system. And the first one, simple, is for lighting. And number 2, we talk of powering domestic electrical appliances. Solar system can also be used for water pumping, refrigeration, and also in an office setup where you can power your office equipment. So after that, now we can talk about advantages of a solar PV system. The first advantage is that solar PV system provides a clean source of energy because it is environmental friendly as compared to other fossil fuels. Sunlight is also free and readily available. That is also another advantage. Then a solar PV system also requires low maintenance. Number 4, it reduces the cost of electricity bills. That is also an advantage. Another advantage we talk of, the system provides immediate access to electricity in rural areas, hence raises the living standards for the rural communities. Then the last advantage is a solar PV system is long lasting. It takes a lot of time before we can think of replacing its components. Then our last section, we look at the disadvantages of solar PV system. The first one is the high initial cost of installation. Number two, we talk of it requires a specialist technician with solar training to install. Then number three, we also talk of it is suitable only to low energy needs because if you have high energy needs, then the cost of installation will be high. So it is somehow a disadvantage in that side. Then the fourth disadvantage is that batteries need frequent replacement after 3 to 5 years. So those are the main components, the major disadvantages of a solar system. So that marks us the end of our presentation, and thank you for watching.